Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Venus Baby Tarot, and I am here to give you your message for October 23rd through 29th. So I'm actually going out of town this weekend, so I'm trying to get a reading or two out for you before I leave. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going to be happening for you next week. We do have the full moon eclipse in Taurus, which obviously affects your sign. So this could be, for Taurus risings, this is in your first house. Okay, but it really just depends on your rising sign. Like for me, I'm a Libra rising, so this is in my 8th house. Okay, so let's see what else is coming in for Taurus next week, 23rd through 29th, please. I mean, you got that unexpected card there. That's very much like eclipse energy, is it not? So, okay, you have embraced the wisdom of the unknown on the bottom of the deck. I am going to clean these up after I'm done shuffling out the cards. Taurus. Oh, I love. And I love. Okay. Alrighty. Put that behind me, and then we'll get a couple of these, and then I'll clean it up and we'll get started with your tarot messages. Oh, I've already shuffled these. What am I doing? All right, let's get a couple of these coffee cards. I feel like I want one more. Okay. I like to straighten them up off camera just because, I don't know, it saves time on camera, and I don't want to bore you with all the moving of the cards. So, okay. Taurus, what I'm definitely kind of seeing in this coming week, I mean, the first thing that I want to note is because you have deception, unexpected, beware. I do kind of get the sense that there is a person in your life. I feel like it's a masculine person. It could be a husband. It could be a father. It could be a masculine friend, gender non-specific. But I feel like this person could be lying to you about something and sort of be deceptive. I just I don't even want to go into that message, but because it's there, I have to say it, and I'm gonna tell you. I try to be very positive. I'm a positive person, but I mean, life is not always positive, right? So anyway, I feel like you could unexpectedly find out something about someone, or you have in the recent past, and maybe you're going to address it this week, because the people who you spend the most time with shape who you are. And I feel like there could be a vibrational difference between you and this individual, and you could be more in your integrity and honesty, and this person is not, and so you don't match up in that way. Additionally, I'm getting the sense that you are going to be getting, it looks like, a new opportunity in terms of finances. It does look like there could be a new love that's coming in here, because I'm seeing this sprout. But I also kind of get the sense that you may just have to kind of closely manage your money this coming week. I mean, because Taurus is the money sign, right? And the eclipse in Taurus, it's a full moon eclipse, so it could be closing out a chapter in terms of finances. But like we've talked about before, if you lose a job, it could be devastating. But what if you get your dream job after that? It's a blessing in disguise. So I feel like keep that in mind with any ups and downs that you may deal with in terms of finances, because you have this opportunities right here with this gate, success right here, success with this strength card. It's like you're going to have strength to overcome any hurdles in the next week. But after that, it's that's when success really starts to come in. You feel this liberation right here. You start to feel the relief. So I feel like Spirit is kind of telling you just to buckle up, but hang in there. You know what I mean? And I get, like, I get that that's not the most positive thing to tell you guys, but sometimes it just is what it is. Additionally, I feel like you may need to be careful who you talk to about money, because, you know, you could, I hate to say, you could attract like a gold digger or somebody who just wants to be near you for your money, or somebody who wants to be near you for your ideas. And again, I feel like I'm drawn to this card. The people you spend the most time with shape who you are. So just be cautious with your energy, Taurus. Now, this card right here says inheritance on it. So some of you, that could be the new money that you're getting, is like an inheritance, or, you know, some kind of legacy. I don't necessarily want to say like winning the lottery with that card, but I suppose that could be the case for some of you. Wow, I just looked at the Ace of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck right here. Interesting. Definitely it says prepare for unexpected financial loss. And what I'm kind of getting from that is like there could be an unexpected thing that you have to deal with. Recently, I unexpectedly had to fix some things on my car. And like that is just an example of that. That was very eclipse energy. Honestly, I was like, what is going on? And so, you know, we can feel the eclipses 3 weeks before they even come in. So this may have already happened for you. And what you're doing now is you're trying to manage your finances like after that unexpected loss that you had to deal with, or unexpected financial thing that you had to deal with, right? But I feel like Spirit is telling you, fear not. Just stay strong right here with this Lion. Just stay strong, because more finances are coming in for you, or more stability in finances is coming in. I don't know why that was so weird to come out. Like that was weird. It was almost like, because the reason, like, I almost felt unsure with my words for a second, and then I thought to myself, no, Taurus is unsure. Taurus is unsure because of the fact that it's like, after you deal with hurdles, you know, sometimes it can be really difficult to believe that things are gonna get better, right? And I kind of, that's what I'm getting, is that like your finances are going to be more secure, or you're going to catch up. But I'm really getting new money here. Like you're getting a new opportunity with these two cards. You're getting a new opportunity with this Sprout, like fresh new energy. This could be a pay raise or promotion, or, you know, like a second stream of income that is coming in, or a new idea that you have, or you're going to be launching something. Like definitely new energy. Or you're going to be given an opportunity to expand in your life somehow with your finances. But I felt like unsure when I said that your finances were going to be secure. And I really felt like I was picking up on Taurus's energy, because it's like you don't really see the light at the end of the tunnel quite yet. I feel like towards the end of the week you do, or like more closer moving into the next week after the eclipse happens, you start to see this. Okay. So the cards that came out here for you are the 9 of Pentacles. See what I mean? Like the 9 of Pentacles. Hello. Like finances getting better. Then you have the 2 of Wands. See, 2 of Wands, you see how this individual is looking at this volcano underneath this unexpected. It's like you don't actually see the other path. You don't see the end in sight. You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, because of things that have happened, right? The Knight of Wands, interesting. Knight of Wands coming out under Beware. The Lovers. Oh, wow. The 10 of Pentacles came out. Then we have the 7 of Wands. We'll just put that down there. Okay. The plot thickens. When it comes to this Beware energy, because the Knight of Wands is underneath it, I kind of feel like you don't trust somebody. Okay. And you may have a reason not to trust this person, but honestly, it could also be that you feel like this is how this person is going to be and you're just not sure. I'm definitely getting a lot of like, I'm just not sure energy coming in for you the next week. And I am also getting here, like, say if you're dealing with a Sagittarius in your life, you could be feeling like this Sagittarius isn't completely honest with you and this person deceives you. That this person isn't completely forthcoming with their intentions towards you, or they hold things back, or maybe they actually like steal things from you, like steal your ideas, or it could be physical things, like tangible things. But I'm just getting, because it says beware of who you talk to regarding business matters, or financial matters. It's like you're just really needing to make sure that you're like keeping your ideas to yourself, and not like going around and boasting about your money and that kind of thing, because then that person may want to like come close to you and like, because they want favors, they want you to give them things, give them money, etc. Like, just watch out for the gold diggers, okay? Like, that's so funny. Whenever you get like this new money coming in, like people, it's like, and honestly, like I said, I didn't want to say anything about the lottery, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm looking at this gift of money here and this inheritance. And so it could be like you're going to be getting like a nice cash. You're going to get a nice amount of cash, okay? And suddenly it's like when people win the lottery and then suddenly everybody comes out of the woodwork like, hey, I'm your long lost, third, fourth cousin. And I don't know if you remember me, but I was wondering if I could borrow, borrow like $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 or whatever. Like, it's kind of like that. It's like, you need to be really cautious of who you talk to about money, because I feel like you could attract individuals who want some of it. Really, like, I just have to be honest. Okay, I just have to be honest with that. Because even with the Ten of Pentacles can symbolize inheritance, or it can symbolize like money that you've worked for and the legacy that you've built, but it's also a lot of money, and it's under new money. So you could be getting a chunk of money. Like, wow. I'm over here like, I hope this is my reading. Like, I want a chunk. I want a chunk of money. That would be nice. But anyway, Tauruses love their money. And sometimes I've wondered if Taurus loves money more than love. But like, Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules love and money. And I'm like, and I've often wondered, like, because I know Tauruses love, but I've often felt like, do they love money more than love? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you do. like if you had to choose, which one would you choose? I mean, and I don't feel like we have to choose. I feel like we can have them both. But if you had to choose, which one would you choose? But okay, anyway, moving on. So yeah, you get this new opportunity, new financial opportunity. And I feel like it's going to put you in a position to really pay attention to the people who are around you and whether or not you can trust these individuals. Additionally, I'm getting the sense that there could be, and I'm getting Sagittarius, Gemini energy. Yeah, Sagittarius and Gemini energy. So just pay attention, I guess. But anyway, there could also be a love connection that's coming in here for you with this Lovers. And honestly, like I said, you may feel like you have to choose between your money and love. Okay, like I really feel like that. Because I'm getting the sense with this wear and tear of time and all this energy right here, that you have been kind of like just going through the motions, like just trying to survive, like stick it out, like just, keep your head above water kind of thing in terms of finances or just in life in general, right? And you may not have felt like you have the time for love, you know? And, but I'm just getting the sense that like things are going to start loosening up for you a little bit. You're going to start feeling more liberated and free. You're not going to be so bogged down by your responsibilities or feeling like you're bogged down by your responsibilities, because you're going to be feeling more successful. And it's interesting that this card says pride, and then the lion, you know, represents pride. And so you could be feeling like you're very proud of yourself by the end of the week. Like there's something that occurs for you, like financially, that I feel like is really going to uplift your spirits, right? And it is bringing you out of a period of just getting by. Like you're just getting by, you know? Like, when am I ever going to get to the top of this freaking mountain, right? But then you start to, and I feel like, gosh, it is just so freeing. It's so freeing because you don't see the end in sight, but something occurs for you that absolutely like just shifts you out of that energy of just trying to get by every single day. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love this for you. I do want to know more about this whole love situation. Tell me about this love situation. The Ace of Cups. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm also kind of getting the sense that you're attracting somebody who really wants to help you out, like who really wants to support you on your journey, support you in your career, I maybe even support you financially. You know how like sometimes it's like when you're beginning something, you're starting out a new project or idea, and you're just going through the motions, right? It's just nice to have people who support you through that process, like, you know, as you're trying to get there. So I kind of get the sense that this is a person who wants to support you on this journey. Additionally, you have this Nine of Pentacles. So if you've been single, this Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Cups is like a new opportunity that is going to help you, you know, shift into a new connection if you want it, right? If you want it, like you may not choose that, right? Because you have the Lovers card here. This could be a person who has to travel to you because of the Knight of Wands. But this, oh my gosh, look at this. We're going into the Four of Wands here. Like this absolutely looks like this is a connection that can move into like you living together, you getting engaged, you even getting married down the line. Like, I mean, that kind of looks beautiful. Yeah, with that Ten of Wands there, I feel like there could be I feel like this is kind of a blockage is what I'm seeing. It's either burdens of past relationships, past connections, or burdens of finances. And I feel like that could be creating an energy of being really unsure about if it's the right time to settle, right? Because now the Knight of Wands is in the center of this whole reading. And I feel like, you know, because it says don't make any type of financial commitments right now, I'm seeing it also as, you know, you feeling like maybe it's not the right time for you to make any commitments because of the fact that you are going through this wear and tear of time energy. Like you're just going through the motions. You're just trying to get by with your life. Like, you know, you're just in an energy of survival, I feel. And you know, you haven't exactly been feeling like you're thriving. And whether that is emotionally, mentally, financially, spiritually, whatever, like you just haven't been feeling like you've been in a thriving state. But I feel like because this eclipse is the final eclipse of the last 2 years with the Taurus and Scorpio axis, it is bringing you relief. Like, it may kind of give you a little bit of a rumble, right? With that unexpected, like, that last and final blow. But it is going to bring you to relief with this new energy that's coming in, right? It's the full moon. It's going to be closing out a chapter in your life. I feel like it's closing out a chapter of struggle. So I feel like this Knight of Wands is basically like you really struggling with the idea of committing to anything new in your life because of what you've been going through. But because the struggle, I feel like, is being lifted in the specific area of your life that the eclipse falls in your chart, right? So I feel like because that struggle is being lifted, it is going to free up space for new opportunities in terms of finances and love. And I feel like, look at this right here. You got this Six of Pentacles. Like, there's going to be an incredible amount of like harmony and balance. I also kind of get the sense that this person is the kind of person who is going to give to you as much as they want to receive, right? But look at this right here, this Two of Pentacles and this Nine of Wands. Like, I'm telling you, you just have, here's the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups underneath that. Okay, I feel like you just have so much going on. Like, all of these cards right here, this Ten of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, is definitely the energy of struggle. Like, it's basically just like you are really trying, you're really pushing, you're really trying to persevere, you're really trying to be resilient, you're trying to get out of this energy of feeling like you just keep fighting against, and it's like you're what is the phrase? It's like you're fighting against something that is just unwinnable. Is that what I'm trying to say? Unwinnable. That's interesting. So I'm actually kind of gonna reflect for a second, because what I'm getting is an image of somebody who just keeps running into a brick wall and falling down, and running into a brick wall and falling down. And what I'm kind of getting for you, Taurus, is what I'm seeing here is that you've been so focused on the struggle and trying to overcome the struggle of trying to get to the top of the mountain, that I feel like you're not actually seeing that the solution is just to let go. It's just to give in, It's like that song, what is it by Florence and the Machine? I can't remember. But she says in the lyrics, she says, what does she say? I'm not giving up, I'm just giving in, or I'm not letting go. Wait. Yeah, I think it's I'm not giving up, I'm giving in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter specifically what the lyrics are. They're not fully coming to me right now. But I feel like the point is that you don't want to give up, because you're a very strong and very determined individual. We all know, we know Taurians are hard-headed, right? When we set our mind to something, because I'm a Taurus too, when we set our mind to something, everybody better just back up, because we're going to make it happen, right? But like, you keep running into the wall, and why? And why? Like, why are you trying to fight a battle that is unwinnable? You know what I mean? It's like, because basically I feel like you're pushing up against the universe, and the universe is trying to get you to just let go already, because they're trying to show you a new path. They're trying to show you something new, right? For some of you, I'm kind of getting the sense that this has to do with like you fighting against like relationships, like romantic relationships, like you're fighting against it because of the fact that you've been through what you've been through. And I feel like it's like, you need to stop worrying about that energy. You need to stop like, I don't know, like I'm getting the sense that like you... At one point in your life, you were in a relationship with somebody who dominated you or had a lot of power over you, or tried to. And this person made you feel really small, and this person really killed your spirit, right? And so I feel like as a result of that, you have been like trying to push against that by becoming this, freaking power source or powerful energy, and you have just become like so strong and so full of pride, and look at me, like I am just such a I don't know, a boss. A boss. Yeah, and and it's because you wanted to feel that power that was taken away from you, right? And because of that, it's like energetically, like you sort of put up these blockers against like a connection again, because you don't want to ever feel that way again. Like you're just a powerful force, right? And I feel like they're kind of telling you, you got to let go, right? You got to let go of your energetic reaction to that situation and really open up to a new path, to a new beginning, right? Open up to happiness, right? With this energy right here. Additionally, I feel like from a like law of attraction kind of perspective, right? With the struggle, like the more that you try to fight against the struggle, the more that you continue to create a resistance to what you're trying to draw into your life. And so the solution is to let go. The solution is to just let it be, like it is what it is, and focus your energy instead on what you're manifesting and you're drawing into yourself, right? Because ultimately, like, I feel like what's happening with you, Taurus, is that things have been hard. They have been challenging. And you being the very strong person that you are, persevering like a boss, like, and you... because of that, it's like you've been trying to prove something. And I feel like you've been trying to prove something to yourself, right? Maybe even trying to prove something to the naysayers around you. And because of that, you're fighting against something. But I feel like you need to just stop fighting. Like you just need to let it go. Because like we already know that you're a powerful force. Like everybody who knows a Taurus knows, like, trust me, they know. Okay. You don't need to prove anything. The only thing that you need to prove is that you can draw in something to you without having to stand up and fight for it. I'm not even kidding you. One of my mentors used to tell me all the time, why don't you just rest and manifest? Because my go-to, right, very earth energy was, I got to work hard for it. I got to, I got to push and push and push and push and push and make this happen. And he was like, no, you don't. Like it was such a water sign. He was like, no, you don't. You just need to rest and manifest. And I was like, what? Like, I did not understand that concept, like, at all. But I did it. Like I would literally just lay in bed and rest and do my manifestation techniques and actually watch like things come into my life that I didn't like struggle and hustle and grind for, like, and it was astounding to me. And because I just could not conceive of that concept. I was so used to struggling, hustling, grinding, like that was my way, and that's what I'm getting for you, Taurus. It's like you're just running up against a brick wall and you just keep falling down and you're making things harder for yourself. And I feel like you really need to ask yourself, what are you trying to prove and who are you trying to prove it to? And I get the sense that it has to do with people in your past who have deceived you, who pretended like they were a supporter of yours, and turns out they just had all kinds of crappy things to say to you that destroyed your sense of self-worth. And because of that, like mentally, energetically, emotionally, you're trying to prove something, but I feel like you're doing it indirectly, because I don't feel like you're even fully aware of the fact that you're trying to prove something to these people. I think that you just are you're in autopilot. You're in that, you're just in that, you're on a roll, right? After these experiences with these people. And I feel like you just keep going and going and going and going. And I'm just like, sitting here thinking, well, what if you just stopped? What if you just stopped and just let it be and see what happens? Wow, I don't know, because that, to be honest with you, that just sunk in with me. Like, I'm just sitting over here going, wow, if that did not resonate, I don't know what did. But anyway, so back to the whole love thing. I'm going to try not to make this too long, but when I start to like just channel, like I don't even realize time. Like it's not even a concept to me at that point. But anyway, with this new connection, I'm getting a very similar energy, because I feel like you have been carrying around the weight of the past, even like and it's energetic. And you know, for me as a Taurus, like I've done a lot of like Reiki healing, a lot of like therapy, you know, coaching with my mentor, shadow work, etc., etc., etc. But sometimes I do realize that there's still some residual energy of things that I have carried into my present life. And it really does seem to be rooted in the trust issues. Because it's very much just like, this person did this to me, so I'm very skeptical of anybody who comes in my life now, like anybody. And so even though I'm not hanging on to a person, I'm not hanging on to the situation anymore, I've like done so much healing, I'm hanging on to the part of me that missed the red flags. That's what I'm hanging on to, right? And that's the burden right here. It could be a little bit different for everybody, but because of the fact that this 10 of Wands is underneath the Knight of Wands and underneath the Beware, this tells me that the universe gave you signals regarding people in your past. This could be friends, romantic relationships, family members, you name it. The universe gave you signals and you didn't see them. You didn't heed the warning. And so now the burden that you carry is the old Taurus who did not heed the warning. And what I have been trying to tell you in the last several readings now, Taurus, is that you're not the same person anymore. So you don't have to hang on to that version of yourself. You don't have to be ashamed of that version. You don't have to beat that version down. You don't have to be mad at that version, you know? Because I remember when a therapist once told me, she was like, you're not mad at the person who betrayed you, you're mad at yourself. And I swear that opened my eyes, because I was like, you are so right about that. I was mad at myself. Like, why did I overlook the red flags? I knew that they were there, but I overlooked them, right? And I feel like that's what's going on, is that you're either ashamed or you're mad at the old version of yourself. And so you carry that burden. And I feel like this new connection that comes in gives you the opportunity to really look at that within yourself, you know, and is that the thing that's keeping you from really wanting to commit or settle into anything, whether it's a relationship or it's, you know, your career or just friendships, whatever. Like, are you staying on alert now, trying to, you know, see 10 feet in front of you and all of that stuff, or 10 steps in front of you, so that you can remain safe and secure and all of this stuff, right? And not really opening yourself up to like the abundance of opportunities that are at your disposal, right? The limitless opportunities that could be coming into you, because you want to control everything so much so that you never get screwed over or hurt or deceived or lied to ever again. Get out of your bubble, Taurus. Like really ask yourself all of the ways that you have managed to thread your existence so that you feel safe and secure. And ask yourself why you're not taking more risk. Because I feel like you've been fighting against something to keep things in a specific way or a specific type of energy, because this feels right and feels okay to you. And this way I feel safe and secure. But maybe you need to budge a little bit. because that Knight of Wands is right in the middle of your reading. That's Sagittarius energy. Sagittarians, two of my best friends are Sagittarians, and I know, like, Sagittarians absolutely, like, they take risk. They don't really think about, they're not like a Taurus. Like, a Taurus can be like, this is what I want to do. I'm going to make out my list. I'm going to write up my plan. I'm going to do all this. This is how it's going to be done, right? Sagittarians are like, I'm going to do it and think about it later. Like, I'm not really going to consider, like, like, what might happen. I'm just going to do it and think about it later. You know, like, a Sagittarius is more willing to deal with the Tower than a Taurus. Obviously, because Taurus is a fixed sign, right? The Taurus is like, I don't know, I want to do everything I can to avoid that Tower. But you can't do that. Life doesn't work like that. And a Sagittarius is more like, if I get to the Tower, you know, and everything falls apart, so what? I'll do something different. I'll rebuild. Like, that's pretty much how they live their lives. And I love it because two of my best friends are Sagittarians. And I feel like we've taught each other so much about life. Like, truly, I've taught them how to be a little more grounded, and they've taught me how to be a little more free. You know? Wow. Okay. Anyway. And so I feel like there's a lot of that kind of influence here. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Sagittarius in your life, but, like, it's just the Sagittarian energy. It is the taking a risk. You know, do it now and see what happens later. Like, you know, like, in terms of, I'm just like, I'm laughing because I'm just thinking, like, I know, like, for a Taurus, that's difficult. Like, it really can be. And of course, it depends on your other placements. Like, you know, I'm a Libra moon and Libra rising. And so I am more inclined to that air and fire energy, and that, and so I'm not as grounded as most earth signs, you know. But anyway, so, but I mean, I'm definitely seeing here that more risks are needing to be taken. And in terms of a new connection, stop trying to see 10 steps in front of you. You know, don't look, well, where is this gonna go a year down the road? Be in today. You know, fuck around and find out. Like, just see what happens. Like, really. You know, like, just see what happens, because I feel like you would be pleasantly surprised if you release yourself from the burden of trying to control things, or trying to see so far ahead of you, or trying to make things work only a specific way so you feel secure. You would be pleasantly surprised to find out that things actually turned out to be a lot more balanced than you thought, you know? And I feel like it will teach you to be a little more malleable, a little more mutable in your existence. Like, Sagittarius is a mutable sign, and to be resilient with this Nine of Wands, because I feel like ultimately at the end of the day, excuse me, no matter what happens, you can always rebuild. You can always start over with that Three of Pentacles. Like, everything does not have to be a straight line in life. Sorry, a straight line to success. And I feel like it's time for you to drop the guards, drop the wall, and quit trying to fit things to be a certain way. Stop trying to put a square peg in a round hole. You know, because I feel like the universe has been trying to get you to shift and change. And now is your opportunity. Like, this is the final, what is it? The final scene, the final wrap. How do they say it? Yeah, anyway, the final round. This is it. I'm just going to leave it at that, where you are going to be seeing this energy that you possess, and how you need to shift and transform that energy to really embrace more liberation in your life. You know, I just keep hearing the F around and find out. Like, just, you know, just being free, Taurus, and not being so concerned about things being stable and secure. And because I know as a Taurus myself, like that's probably like single-handedly the one thing that is the most important to me is stability. And I'm hearing myself in this. I really am, because it's like, but where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? And I think that that's it. I feel like it's like you're needing to be more willing to just kind of be in the flow of life and just see what happens. Like, life is so short. And that's really funny because today I got in my car, and I turned on my phone and I connected it to my car, and I looked down, and there was a new song that had come out, and it literally was called Life is So Short. And so I clicked on it and I started to play it, and now I'm just sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, I bet that was all like part of the message. Life is so short. Like, it is. I mean, and you got to really think about that. Like, don't be one of those people that at the end of your life goes, man, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. I wish I wouldn't have been too focused on this and that and whatever. You just got to live a little bit and just see what happens. And on that note, I'm about to head out to go on my trip. So I think that was like my cue from the universe. All right. So if you are looking for a personal session, the link to my scheduler is down below in the description box. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me grow my channel. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. I'll see you when I get back. Bye.